introductions. I'm Donna Summer. I'm president of Washburn Life, and I'm with Farm Credit Services.
Rhonda Johnson, community coordinator and also curator of the McLean County Museum.
Ashley Lattiser. I work up at the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center, and I'm the interim site supervisor, but my job title is interpretive coordinator.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Stacy Burby, I'm at True Community Bank, and I am Washburn Life's treasurer.
Michelle Crowell with Crowell Trucking.
Mark Lau, vice president, and I represent myself.
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Some of you.
Yeah.
You too.
So is Dana?
She is no longer
Oh, she's
with us.
not?
She
Okay.
decided to actually have fun with her
Oh.
life.
Oh,
So
okay,
she
okay.
is taking a little bit of a break.
Oh, okay. 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 So welcome to our meeting.
Thank you.
Okay. The minutes from the last meeting. Rhonda had emailed them out, and they're on the table here. Any questions or motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the August 12th meeting.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carried. Could you hand me one of those financials? Oh,
Sure. Got it.
thank you. And financial report, Stacy?
Any questions? We were pretty quiet most of the summer, and then we have some things going through with the golf tournament, but I haven't seen any of the invoices yet,
Okay,
the expenses.
so this is just the income.
Yep.
Okay.
And no new members.
I'll make a motion to approve the financial report.
Is there a second? Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. The old business, we still do have some board vacancies. I don't know if that's something,
I was looking at that. Can I get more information on what that is?
Sure.
And then,
yeah, we can, I guess if you want to visit with me or with Rhonda
okay.
afterwards or sometime. Yeah, we're a board of 9. We did have some people roll off. It's a 3-year rolling, so we have three each year. So it's a 3-year term, and we did have 2 go off, and we need to replace them.
Okay.
So yeah. So yeah.
Did Savannah join? Was that who that was?
Yeah, but she's
Yeah.
on maternity.
But now she's on maternity
okay.
leave, so we have 2 after that. We had 6. She came on at 7, but then she went on maternity leave right away. So hopefully she'll.
Well, congratulations to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. She's a
I've
little
seen
boy.
her. Yeah, little boy.
Okay. Golf tournament. Did anybody get anything from Allison or
I did.
Rachel?
I thought the golf tournament was awesome.
Yeah.
I want to
Yes,
say.
it was. We had 19 teams, and we raised $1,500 for the Mulligans. There was $1,000, and then we had a donation from a business. So we'll have a check for $1,500, the big check, and then give the 2 checks to. I don't know if that business wants some PR out of it, or if they just want to have if we want to announce that in the paper who that business was or not. I guess whoever that business was can let us know.
Okay.
I think they should get PR.
I guess,
It was my business.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because we'll put a little press release in the paper giving the 1,500, which would be our
it
1,000
might
and that.
inspire more people.
So, if you want your name in there, or if you don't, let us know. So,
Okay. Thank you. I'll just.
yeah, let us know, but
Okay.
we'll have to do that, give that 1,500 to the park board. And then, I guess the only thing is we don't know, we deposited 7,000. Part of that is that 1,000, right? But then we don't know how much we need to pay the golf course for everything. So,
Yep, I don't have an invoice yet, so.
okay. And you didn't hear from Rachel or Allison, anything?
No, so no update.
Okay, okay.
That's
So-
what I figured, they would see the agenda there and she would at least write a,
Yeah, yeah. So I'm
guessing she's working on it because she did text me this morning about one, that we're still looking for, so I followed up on
Oh,
that, so
okay.
she must be working on
Okay.
something for us.
Okay. So yeah, I would think conservatively we need at least 3,000 from it. So, and it was good. We, like I said, we had 19 teams. Most of them had 4 people. There were a couple that only had 3. And before we started, it was shotgun start, but before everybody took off, I did kind of say a few words, and I mentioned I had looked back at our financials from the last, we've been in existence for a little over 5 years. We've given or committed back to the community and businesses over $100,000 between our loans and our grants and our interest buy downs and everything, plus donations to the pool and different things. So we have made an impact in the community. I know there's more that we can do, but we have made, and I thanked everybody and said it's due to them being involved with us too. A lot of the businesses that had teams were members. There were some that weren't, but I know last year there was somebody there that hadn't been a member that Rhonda had included on the Christmas card list, and they joined this year. So
Sweet.
it is, it's good PR for us, and everybody had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, the Highway 83 billboards. This has kind of been an ongoing thing. We did request money from the city lodging tax last night at the city commission meeting. Our request, it was approved, or a motion to approve, but it died for lack of a second, so it's kind of still on the table. So we'll go again and visit with them some more on it. So, but I guess what we're planning to do, I don't know if you're familiar with, there's 2 billboards up by Enterbase.
Yeah.
And the one has Discover Downtown on it, the other is blank. I guess Tana has a little sign, but it's hard to read. We're planning on either replacing both or putting something at least on the blank one. And I guess my thoughts are maybe we should just, with time of the year, get something ordered, put it up, and then we can work
I think she did
on
last year.
getting the request approved after the fact. Because part of the request, a minor part was buying the banners, because they're only a couple $100 each if we go with those vinyl banners from Canvas on the cheap. Part of the request was money to help with paying to install them, which we would need if we, but then we were looking at maybe doing some solar lights too on them, having solar lights kind of hanging down. And, that can wait till spring, or somebody mentioned we should talk to the DOT anyway to see if they would allow that on the signs. So yeah, that's kind of something we can do after the fact when we do get that funding, but we should at least order 1 or 2 banners.
Well, and it falls in place with your 500 allotment that you have, and then Mark also has 500 too that he can put
It's
towards the
250,
community.
isn't it? Or is it 500?
Is it 250?
Yeah.
So then you guys have 500
Yeah.
together.
But that's more for emergency in between, but since we're so close here, we could,
it's to make something happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that moment.
Yeah. But what are your thoughts? Should we leave that one as is, that Discover Downtown over the winter, and just maybe order that Get Outdoors one?
I like them both. I think we renew them both. I think we throw them both up there because the new one that we have is showing, all the businesses of Washburn. All the way down to the hardware store, the coffee shop, the regular stores to go into. Like, it's showing every dynamic of Washburn, and I really like that.
What are your thoughts? Should we, and this is probably more committee work, but should we go with that yellow one and then the one on the front? So we have one with a picture and one with word, or should we go both?
I mean, that
those
could be
two
a quick-
abstract?
To me, So like the purpose was just to make Washburn welcoming. The purpose too of those billboard was to highlight what they can do in Washburn, right? Or to keep them here when they pass by, oh, hey, they have this, okay, let's check it out. So really, like, I don't know, like, what do you think, this one or this one? Would
For
you
the
prefer, right?
20 or the 12?
I think that that's something else we can decide as the committee, but if you guys wanted to pick, like, whether we should go with this one or this one, that's totally, like, maybe if everybody wants an opinion real quick, or you guys wanna think on that. You see those? I guess you got it too. What are your guys' thoughts?
I
Oh.
really like both of them.
I know.
If you wanna highlight more of like the outdoors aspects, maybe this one,
Mhm,
you know, with the golfer and the hunting and the
Okay.
fishing.
okay. I kinda do, just so they got the thought of like, as they keep passing by, oh, they do have golf, where's that at? Oh, they do have fishing, and then, you know, the boat ramp.
Right.
Hunting is a big thing here, even in the winter, so, just.
That one might be better on the 12, just because if you try stretching it out to the 20, those pictures are gonna get stretched out versus that yellow one. If the words are spread out more, it's not as big of a deal.
And it's all trial and error.
Yeah.
You know, so if we decided, you know, next year we put the bigger one out there, you know, it's not a big deal, as long as we're proactive and kind of getting it done.
I'll make a motion that we order a sign for the 8x12 now. And we get that installed, hopefully before this winter.
And leave the,
And leave
One
the
up
other
that's
one,
there.
and, but part of my motion is to let the committee decide on which one to purchase.
Okay.
That's my motion.
well, then we need to have a committee meeting quick so we can get it
Sure.
ordered.
Okay.
That's the only
That's
thing,
fine.
but we can meet quick after this, I guess.
Sure.
Is there a second?
I want both of them.
Why not? It's
I
gonna happen, but
I
we
know.
gotta go with one right now.
I'll second.
okay,
Okay, is there any discussion?
yeah, I mean, we still have time this year to talk about the second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not like off the table, just right now.
It's
Okay.
just weather permitting for, is it better to put two up at the same time or one now and the other in December and then it just never gets up because of the weather?
Mm-hmm. Because you gotta have enough heat to stretch that is another issue.
Okay,
So going back to Rochelle's point, so, I guess the motion on the table is to just get one for now. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. All opposed? Okay, I guess we can visit quick after this and then I'll
Sure.
get that one ordered. And I'll just, I guess, pay for it and then you can reimburse me. And then I guess once it comes, then we'll have to visit about who's gonna put it up and,
yeah.
but I get,
And what that looks like, I don't know, I heard Jamie mention something about asking the city to help put those things up.
but they don't have a high enough ladder than we
Oh,
figured.
okay, and
'Cause
then what,
it's,
sorry, what do we do about the trees? Cause that is blocking us. I don't need some kind of like, how many people look at the highway sign? I mean, like, if they were able to see it more, you know, then they would be able to.
Forestry board and see if they could have them moved, or if possible, if they could be moved.
Oh, yeah, good
or
idea.
cut down.
Yeah.
They're volunteer trees, it's not that somebody planted them for, and I did look at the GIS
Mhm.
and they're not on interbasis properties, so they're
City?
basically ditched, so they're city property, right? So,
Is it?
Well, so many feet off the highway is the state, but
okay,
it looks like they're off of the ditch, so
so the city owns them,
I will check into it.
okay. Cause yeah, I don't know if you saw what I sent you.
Can you replant those?
No, they're elm,
Oh, okay.
they're not a very.
'Cause this is from the GIS, this is interbasis lots, this is where the trees
Do you wanna
are.
ask the
So it's
forestry board if they
basically
can?
Yeah,
Ditch or
talk with
city.
Phaedra because
that owns
she's
it.
that,
So,
whatever.
Maybe like within the week, we get back to circle around on that, so we can figure out what to do with those trees.
but you mentioned you can work on figuring something out with them.
Yeah, we should put that in a,
Yeah.
should we put that in a motion? That,
Well, you're on the committee, so it's,
but just to state who's gonna
Oh.
look into it.
No, that's okay.
yeah, the committee can,
You made a
Oh, okay.
motion that
Do
the
it.
committee will decide.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
we'll talk
Never
about it
mind.
after
I was
the
gonna
meeting.
say.
trying to make it too complicated, so,
Okay, and then
just
light,
for clarity.
Here's,
light up Washburn.
Light up Washburn. So I'm just gonna read this little quick paragraph so we can circle back around to how that started or why that started. And do you have a date on when I had actually submitted this and when we all approved for Light Up Washburn?
It's been a couple of years, hasn't it?
It's been like a year, right? At least. I feel like. So I'm just going to read while you look. So unfortunately, cabin fever and depression are prevalent issues in North Dakota, especially during the harsh and isolating winter months. Although there isn't specific statistical data on cabin fever, studies indicate that depression rates in North Dakota are higher than the national average. In fact, the state has consistently been in the top 10 states for suicide per capita. That is what I originally had started the Light Up Washburn.
September 12th, 23
23.
is when you sent me the letter.
So it's been 2 years. It was in the beginning of joining this board, of just learning the dynamics, like volunteers, our lack of volunteers, how much work you have to put into this yourself. And I did not realize that. I think I got a second wind, so I'm ready again. But I did just want, I wanted you all to know that I had reached out to an individual that I know that truly represents each church, right? And I had asked them if it was something that we could do. Let me pull up the text. Because we've had so many suicides, right? We've had a lot of suicides in town. We've had a lot of suicides surrounding our town. It's been an ongoing thing. This month is Suicide Awareness Month. So what I had asked several of these ladies, Lutheran, Catholic, I haven't reached out to Methodist, actually, now that I'm thinking about them. Sorry, guys. I talked with Kayla from Journey. And then I don't know who Bev is with.
Virgo.
Yeah, so I had contacted her. What I said was that I have this project called Light Up Washburn. I started this project, I said about a year ago, but now it's 2. To combat depression in our community, we have to light up the river park because it was just like easier in the winter to drive through, the park to keep it going and maybe light it all up. I have to start working on it again. What would you think about getting all of these churches together to do a candle prayer for all the souls and current struggling at the park? So like they all come together and it's just like a candlelight, like where everybody is just there to talk about, what the intention of Light Up Washburn is, what's going on in our community, how to bring awareness to it. And then we were hoping for some type of feedback, of what we could do here in town and to, the park. I haven't heard back from any of them yet, but I did want you to know that last week I did put that out there to them. I just don't know how else to bring all these communities together, and it's such a deep thing that resonates with so many people that I don't know, I felt like church leaders were, the people to be there for the people talking about this type of stuff. So outside of that, creating that event or figuring out maybe a solid date, it'd be great to work with Rhonda to kind of like hone in for the community coordination on that, on like what we should do. Do I just say like, hey, the first week of October because now it's a month out, or like what? I don't know how to like really direct all of the churches. So, and then since you're a member of the Lutheran, right? So just something to work with. I think like if you can give me ideas or, help with that community coordination on that, I would appreciate that. If there's something different you guys would like to do, I'm all ears. I just definitely wanted to bring attention to what the purpose of Light Up Washburn was about.
In your letter, did you specify the park or did you just say the city in general?
I just said that I was looking to do the service. That I was just looking to do something.
No, but
with
I mean this,
it.
the original letter, because
This one, yes. So our plan is to help the town want to get out of their homes and breathe fresh air in the winter. We'd like to collaborate with your company to adorn the trees by the Riverside Park with decorations and illuminate the walking trail using solar-powered lights. The lights that were wrapped around the trees, like 6 of the boxes, probably more, I gave up and was sad, got ripped out. Somebody just went and yanked them all out. So we do have to go back out there. It is, and last time was just me and Mark that were out there doing it. I had my husband help too. We had McLean Electric help us get them higher up. I don't think we need to do the higher up as of right now. I just think that we have a lot of lights still that we can rewrap the trees with. So I don't know what anybody's schedules are looking like, but it would be great to get just on the weekend to just wrap up the trees, real quick as a unit.
The weather and the wind don't help those lights either. Cause I lost mine on my evergreen trees.
Yeah.
If you
Just the box.
wrap them light or tight on the trunk,
Mm-hmm.
But it's the box part that the wire was
right,
so that
yeah.
with the wind.
Yeah, I think they need to be secured down. We definitely trial and error, right? We learned some things when we put them up. They definitely need to be secured a little bit better. And we do have to redo the lights on the Sioux Ferry. Those need to be redone. We have the lights for all of them. We just need the volunteers. And I guess I was asking if everybody could pick a day where we could all go out there and do it. So it's not just me and Mark doing it. I feel like just any type of help or support physically with this, because it ends up being more than one day. I mean, if we could just get one day, that would be great.
And then any of the churches, they're invited to come down and help as well.
I haven't reached out to them to help. I was just more trying to create the event. I think that no matter what, we need to rewrap the trees, so they can at least see a glimpse of what it could be like or what we're trying to do here.
I think it would be beneficial for churches to say, we're concerned with mental health in Washburn. And
Yeah.
just see if they got a couple, people with kids or whatever to come down there, and feel part of that.
I think maybe we can ask them to give a shout out like maybe this Sunday, and then that'll help follow up too, because it'll be in their heads to do like the actual like candlelight thing, or to bring something to it.
We could put out a memo to the churches saying, hey, this is what Washburn's Life is doing at, say, 1:00 on Sunday. If anyone would like to come down there and help
Yeah.
participate. Because then it's like, oh, let's go have lunch, breakfast, whatever, and then we'll go down to the park.
Do we figure out like a lunch thing for them?
I think that would be on their own.
Okay.
But I mean, just if you start at 1, then people can like go to church, go do their normal routine, go out to eat or go home and eat.
Yeah.
And then, let's go down to the park.
I think it's a great way to plant the seed for the bigger
Let me see what
event.
the forecast is, because that might make a difference too.
Do you think it would also be worth like having it like an event attached to it, like have yard games or something to help promote people to come down, and then that way kids are occupied, parents can help, or
There's playground there.
well, yeah,
Yeah, I know
mean
what
like
you mean.
because we have a whole array of yard games that we could bring over and set up for you guys
I
to
think that'd be
use.
cool.
So we've got like cornhole, bocce ball, ladder toss, and then croquet.
And I feel like we could do hot cocoa too or something. I don't know what the weather's gonna be like. One second it's like freezing, and the next second it's not.
I think the Lutheran Church is having a thing this
Oh, is it
Sunday
their
afternoon
carnival?
about, I think they're having somebody
Guatemala
speaking about Guatemala. They're having a,
So
A
the other
brunch and
churches are
then-
going,
yeah,
like
so-
the message.
yeah, so I don't know if
The
it would.
forecast, I'm sorry. the forecast isn't good. It's, thunder showers in the morning and then thunderstorms
So,
arriving in the
but
afternoon.
regardless, like I'm not available until the 4th because I leave twice this month and then the 4th. And that actually gives them enough time to maybe plan that as an event,
Yeah.
you know, but I think no matter what, I'm gonna go out there and I have to replace those lights. Like I just want everybody to see a glimpse.
Sure,
I don't want it to look the way it looks right
Right.
now. So like this, so what you said this weekend is bad weather?
there's chance for thunderstorms.
Okay. So I don't know. I'll be out there this weekend. If you guys want to be out there,
I'll be there.
that would be great. Thank you, Mark. If not, it's fine. I think I just need like an extra boost of like I don't even
Get
know.
something done.
I don't know what that is, but you know, like even if you don't want to like wrap them, but like you got this.
Cheerleaders.
You got this. you know.
You're doing
Okay.
it Saturday or Sunday, or you don't know when you're doing it?
I could do it either. Oh no, I can't do it this weekend. I leave Friday. I lied. I'm sorry. I lied. So probably that following weekend, like the 19th or the 20th. And then if we want to try to plan something with all of all of the churches, like at least a month out, right? So like on the 11th, or 12th, right? At least could be a
Yeah.
month. You think?
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
Could you?
Yeah. to
On a
bring-
Sunday, are you sure? Or
Yeah,
drop
yeah.
it on Friday?
Would be good.
Sundays we couldn't because we're closed on Sundays,
Yeah.
but Saturday we could.
Okay.
Saturday the 20th.
So because we can bring stuff down. We tried to host an event over the winter that was called Frostbite and Candlelight. And it was basically just doing yard games in the winter because I'm like huge, like cabin fever is a huge thing for me and I completely understand it. And so I've been systematically trying to start events down at the center or down at the park because that's where we can host them for free for the community. But it was like negative 13 when we went to do it. And I was like, no one's coming to this. But we have all of the
Okay.
program materials still. So we have all the yard games. I still have like all of the hot cocoa and everything that we purchased. So I mean, we have all the materials that we can just repurpose and just like tie it in for us to work with you guys on this event because
That'd be cool. So, what do we think? Like the 11th then of October? So at least it's far out enough to try for an event. I still will get out there sooner to those are just be little wrap ups, guys, for the trees. And then we can set a committee meeting, Mark, to where we can have a list of like bigger things. We'll get lights for the trees. Maybe we'll have some extra that can be contributed to lighting up other parts of Washburn. I heard that the city was doing stuff, so even on Main Street, if we do have an overflow of like money available, we see what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, but
Yeah, they're looking at some lights for the Legion Park, I believe.
yeah, I didn't go for Main Street only because I felt like it was the city's kind of thing, so that's kind of why I went for the park, just so we all know that.
Well,
But I'm open.
yeah, I think this took off so well fundraising wise
Mhm.
that we've got $10,000 that,
We've got some stuff to do.
yeah,
I just feel
So-
drained.
do we stick more money into the park, but it sounds like you have plenty of lights for the park. And do we wanna stick more in, or do we use this to light up?
I think we pick stuff like Mandan has.
Yeah.
You know, they have some awesome stuff in the winter, like
The
Christmas
wreath
stuff,
work.
you know?
I think it's just important that we wrap these funds up by the end of the year. I really do.
Okay,
um,
we can do that.
I don't think that they should just be sitting there
Agreed.
anymore.
Okay.
I make like an event suggestion. I know you're the coordinator, but
Okay.
back in Montana, we do something called Cabin Fever Days, where we actually get the community together and they have to make like sleds out of anything that's not a sled. So like we have couches, we have chairs, and we have them like compete going down a hill. We have like restaurants and bars that
We
come
have
out to
lots of hills.
sponsors. Yeah, and it's like a huge community event that takes off because I mean we struggle with depression and suicide in our community as well because like where I grew up it's a industrial community and so it's just like it's a great way to get a bunch of people outside in the winter and then also get together and then work together as well because you have teams that set up and we do like ski joring, we do like, I can actually just find you the Facebook page.
Do you want to be a part of this committee? The Light
Sure,
Up Washburn
I would love to,
committee?
yeah.
Okay, and then can we set a committee date, for at least, are you available? Let's at least begin a discussion, so we can start spending those funds. And then I have to get a plaque too. Can I get all the donors, names, Rhonda, please, when you have time? Can you email me? Cause that was part of it, like we were gonna put their names on a plaque.
That would be Donna. I don't know where they were.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just looking at that, I can,
But can we meet, I get back on the 17th, so 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. I'm available until, from the 18th to the 24th
Of this month.
of this month.
I know I'm busy on the 19th. I'm basically free the 15th through the 18th.
Okay, 18th?
Yeah.
Do you have 18th available?
I just
okay.
have a meeting at 9:30 to 10:30, but other than that, my day's free.
Okay, let's do, do you wanna do 11?
Yeah.
Okay. So
On
Light
what-
Up,
On what date?
September 18th, Light Up Washburn Committee is gonna meet. This is open for the public. Anybody is welcome to join. We love all the feedback that we can get. You know,
Where
and
at?
then I'll come with some light ideas, some extra light ideas for out there. Anything to light up that park. And then by then too, I can look in the cost of what it would be to get a plaque and then where we should put something like that.
And what's the time?
11.
and we're at,
Where would you guys like to meet at the park? So we're
That'd be
sitting,
best.
yeah, so we're sitting down at the river park. Is that okay? Okay.
I guess these are some sheets I had, you mentioned like what Mandan has.
Mhm.
I know the city is, I believe they're interested in like a tree like this. And I know Rhonda had mentioned, were they mentioning like a wreath for on the band shell?
No, I mentioned
Oh,
the wreath, because I'm
okay.
thinking that band shelter would look really nice when it comes up big,
And
like a
that's
big
like
wreath.
3,000 or
cute.
something?
Then
Or
they
what
can
was
stick
that
their
for
faces
that?
That
in
was
there.
like only 1,000.
Oh, I don't
thought you
remember,
had
I
the
didn't
book.
bring
Something
the
to get
book,
them out of their cars.
but yeah,
You know?
so,
Do you see that? They can stick their faces in there. That's
Oh,
something
for
to get
cute.
them.
That's why
I like that.
That's
Yeah.
a cute idea.
so,
Okay.
you know, if the city wants to buy one of those trees and it's 10,000, we pay half for that and buy a couple other things and.
I like the big nativity stars, and I like those. The snowburst toppers. I think those would be really easy. These guys down here, those would be really easy to get. But we can talk about that
Yeah.
more.
And just figure out where in the park to put them too is
Yeah.
the only
Yeah.
thing, but
Getting in
Yeah.
here. Donna, are you gonna join us?
I'll have to check my calendar when
Okay.
I get back to work. but-
Okay. Rhonda?
Yeah, I'll check mine too.
Okay. Yeah, open for everybody. Okay.
I like that cabin fever
Yeah,
days
so, like,
idea
I
too,
mean,
so.
It's like the silliest thing ever, and they've done it for close to 50 years.
Yeah.
But you just basically grab anything that you can and put it on a set of skis or plywood, and you just like you go down the hill on it, and then like you get points. It's kind of like soapbox racing, where you get points for decoration,
Yeah.
points for costume, and then speed as well. And it's just a really fun event that gets people out.
Yeah.
And we like light bonfires and everything, so people can like stand around a fire. You have cocoa, and then of course you have food trucks or vendors that are there, and then craft shows and stuff. But it's just a great way to get people outside and
Absolutely.
together.
Well, we're
which is-
looking for new ideas for
Mhm.
projects, so
That was
that's
awesome.
something we can maybe.
Okay, yeah, because I know
Keep in
I've been
mind,
like
too.
slowly trying to work something like
Yeah.
that up down at the
Yeah.
center for everybody. Because the issue we run into is being a state agency, you have to follow like very strict like guidelines. So it took me a few years to figure out the loopholes. And
Yeah.
the loophole, the biggest one, is I can do things down at Fulgham Park and Fort Mandan so long as it's not inside the fort itself for free, with the exception of one event. And so one thing that we are working on doing is actually movies in the park. We're going to try to do one once a month next year, just to see how it goes and offer it to the community as an option for people and a safe space for kids to kind of go and hang out with their friends and do something.
Well, if you guys didn't
And
purchase the inflatable, we have an inflatable that we
Screen.
Oh,
the
okay.
screen. Yeah,
Okay.
it has to be dark.
Yep.
Is what we learn. It has
Well,
to be dark.
And that's what we're kind of troubleshooting right now is what kind of projector we need to buy because there are projectors that we can buy that I do have the budget for that allow you to play a
Is
little
there?
bit earlier,
Okay.
but they are very expensive.
My workaround was working with the library. Library helped us. We coordinated really well with the library. So yeah, excited.
So yeah, we
Yeah.
can maybe
And then
coordinate with
yeah,
you guys.
And the licensing fee to play a movie is,
It's very expensive. It's like
Very
$350 a movie.
Yes,
Depending
and
on
cheap
the
it
movie.
for-
Right. And so, like the agency itself is trying to get this done at almost all the historic sites. So they're looking at purchasing something and then having it travel from the sites. And so if we do the movie license, then we can do it at 2 different sites as long as the sites are close together and you can use it within that, like, however long you can lease that title for.
I've used the
Swank,
legions.
Yeah.
Swank
Yeah.
does not have, Swank Motion Pictures does not have a traveling one. You have to pay as you go. So I don't know how the library's through Swank, and so is the Legion. I don't know how they
They
can
have
purchase for you.
MPLC, the Legion does, and they can use the parking lot. They can. I've talked to their lady. I have their account number. I've talked to the MPLC people. I'm the one that put on the one this year. I had to do one. I got to do another one for them. A couple for them this summer though in the Memorial Hall. But they could do it in the parking lot.
We're doing one for the Memorial Hall.
But they could do one. They could do one in the Memorial Hall parking lot.
I asked and they said no.
The MPLC. It's all part of like their thing. Of their building and area of where they're at.
Yeah, when I called and they said it has to be, their license says Memorial Building, so it doesn't do outside.
Did they give you the account number?
No.
Okay.
So maybe you wanna do that, cause yeah, we've been trying to plan a movie outside. We thought we could do the Legion Park. They said no, we wanted to do on the Memorial
Yeah,
Building
Legion Park
wall.
is no.
Nope.
But
Yeah.
you're talking Swank and you're talking
MPLC, their
Is it
actual
two
license,
different-
2 different things.
2 different companies? Then
Because yeah, they
I would be happy to share my information with you.
email it, then,
yeah.
'cause yeah.
Just follow up with me in case I forget.
if somebody's getting.
Cause yeah, we tried to get their
information.
contract and all that, and
I don't mind sharing. I'm always open to doing a movie.
Okay. Any other old business? Okay, new business, November 11th meeting date. The second Tuesday of November is a holiday. So do we want to, and I'm sure this building will be closed for
Yes.
the holiday. So do we wanna move the meeting
What's November? Oh, Veterans Day. That's a
to
big
a
day around
different
here,
date,
isn't
to a
it?
different location, or still have it, or I don't know if we wanna skip it because fall seems to be pretty busy, but do
If
we
we
wanna?
reschedule, I know for me personally, Monday would be probably the best, the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
I did put out for 2026 for you guys to take home and look and make sure that those are going to work before we start our next.
What is it?
And I'm actually gone that week, so
You want to do the first week then?
Richard
Oh.
is the VP, he would have to run the meeting, or somebody else would have to run the meeting, but
Thank you.
no, Mark's not the
Do you want to do the first week then
VP.
instead?
Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Are you the VP?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, never mind, Mark's the VP. He would have to run it if we had it the 10th, which I'm fine with. You know, do we wanna be consistent with the second week always?
I would be.
Okay.
Whatever, I'm open.
Open to the 10th? Move it to the 10th, November 10th. That's fine with me.
So November 10th, okay. And then, yeah, just so you know, I won't be here, I'll be in Austin.
I was hoping you were gonna say you're out deer hunting.
No, I'm visiting my deer down in Austin.
We have to see if the city hall would be available.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Meeting.
you wanna check and see?
Should I go check right now?
Sure.
What? I guess if it's not, then we'll have to.
You guys can always, we can do it at our site.
That'd be pretty. That'd be cool.
Just the-
What is that outside deck like? I guess I haven't really
It's a
gone out there.
beautiful view.
But when you go, is that open all the time to the public?
The deck is, it's just you won't be able to get into the event center after business hours, but you are always welcome to be on the deck.
Like you have to walk through. You
Just-
can walk.
You
through
just
the
walk around,
center,
yep, or you walk around the
And then-
building.
and then there's stairs to go up.
See, yeah, because that's one of the loopholes is in order to walk through the center, you have to pay admission. And
Yeah.
so when we hold events in the event center, we can't always waive the fee because you have to charge, like the $500 fee for the event center, that includes admission for any person that goes into that building.
Mm-hmm.
But with you, like we circumvent the fee, we have to then charge people to be able to come into the like center to do stuff. So like with Santa Days, we tried to figure it out to where we could get people to just come through the side because you're not going through the galleries and
But we pay a fee to rent the place, so doesn't that include?
that's
everything?
why we were trying to
Oh.
troubleshoot that before
Oh,
you
okay.
guys paid the fee because we were trying to
Oh,
avoid
okay.
having to charge you guys a fee.
That worked too.
And so,
Yeah.
But if we had a meeting there, would
you
there
guys,
be a fee?
No.
Okay.
Does the deck have heaters?
it
for
does
winter?
not.
Okay. Just wondering. Sorry.
But
Yeah,
I
there's
do
Smith
have
out there,
heaters
We were gonna get
that I
charged.
purchased for that winter event that I was gonna put on.
So-
Okay.
It works.
The 10th works?
I mean,
Okay.
we have them, we just, I don't think, because of
Was
state
there a
regulation, we
motion
can't
on
have
that?
them on the deck is the problem.
It's just-
Okay.
But we have them. We can put them like at the bottom of the stairs, which is counterintuitive, but
Good to know. Good to know. Yay! I'm glad that you came today.
Okay, it's available, so I guess
oh, perfect.
we'll just note in the minutes, because the 11th is a holiday, we're moving it to the day before and it'll still be here.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, 2026 budget. We should start working on the budget for next year. I don't know if we wanna, typically, I guess, other years it's been the exec committee, the president, vice president, and treasurer, if we wanna try to meet in the next couple weeks and work up a budget. One thing I was thinking we could maybe look, because we've been depleting our reserves, maybe discuss funding sources. One thing I thought is maybe we could approach the Legion to see about gaming funds to help us with working capital and to help with our grant programs. So we can visit on that. So I'll check my calendar and then maybe next week or the week after, see what you guys' availability is. And we can at least start the process. You know, we have until year end, but if we wanna maybe see if we could secure that funding source, because if we have that versus not, that could, you know, hinge what we're gonna budget for having grants and things like that
Sure.
for the next year.
My Mondays and Fridays are my like most open days
Oh,
of
okay.
my week, so
Okay.
if that helps you at all.
And Mr. Retired Person, does it really matter any day?
As long as it's not a fishing day.
Which I'm going after this.
19.
Oh, okay, well, we'll hurry here.
No, we're good.
And then office space. Rhonda mentioned that she became aware that there's a couple offices in the Mike Nelson building that are going to be open,
And leader office.
or the leader office. I think the museum's working okay, but it seems like if we wanna have meetings there or something, it gets a little cumbersome because she's gotta close the museum and, or there's people wandering around, and so, you know, is that something we wanna look at, especially if we do find another funding source where we can afford more? I guess we're always talking about her visibility on Main Street. Do we wanna look at one of those offices?
Cause we pay what now? $100 a month?
Pay 100,
And we're looking at bumping that to,
what would be 250 or 350?
Yep, and the leader is 125.
I think that I like that you have that display. If we could use that display in the museum a little bit more to like, you can put all types of stuff to highlight us right there. And no matter what, you have to close down to come here, you know? So I don't know why we can't have any kind of meeting over there. But how many special meetings do we really have in a year? I don't think I've ever been like invited to the office or like even stop by the office, really.
Yeah.
Do you guys go to the office?
And we had 1 or 2 special meetings when I first started. I
Am
think
I
that year.
at the Nelson building? Yeah.
And that's why if we had that, then we maybe would feel more.
You guys always are welcome there. I mean, like, no matter what, I'll always have a office space there.
Oh, I thought you were giving up both of those. And
Well,
he's
it's
renting
it's
out
to
the
an
both out.
opportunity, right? I feel like anybody with a new business that wants to like build, that is a prime location. So I hope other people are listening. Like if you have a business, if you're at home, if you want to sell anything, you have Bev, you have the NDSU, you've got the insurance company. A lot of traffic goes through that building. You know, so I feel like it's a prime real estate for people that are like growing, and I wanted to give an opportunity to share that, you know, with others. Also, you know, I have my office at home, but no matter what, I think I'll always have one space there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it'd be great for the economy to have another something over there. You know what I mean? For another business to start to grow if they really wanted to. The ladies and the gentlemen, they're all great to be around. You know, I've been there for years, never had any kind of issues. So,
But I
Maybe
guess
we do the budget meeting first and then look at this.
Is there a deadline to have the budget done?
probably year end.
Oh, okay,
You know.
there's no specific
No.
date, like the city has to.
Yeah, I
have
don't
their-
think the bylaws really address.
Okay, just
Just
wanted to.
Time
do
frame.
the office space from my AmeriCorps term October, or November to October. That would be a year. Because, you know, with like, you have to pay, I think he wants like a year thing, not like a month by month.
Lease.
The lease,
So then you're paying, and if there's not AmeriCorps,
Then I guess we're stuck with paying a
yeah.
month or 2 lease, but I guess, yeah, we'll need to decide, do we want to have a separate office from where she's at? Do we want to change locations?
well, and like,
or
what
not?
is the investment back to the members? So, you know, like, and what is the like, why do we need all that? Like, I guess, like, even as I sat back as a member, you know, that I think that would be great to throw on the agenda for next time. Like, what are we doing for the members? How are we highlighting them? How are we advertising them? I don't have anything that comes through to me that really helps put my company out there unless I write a check. That's the only way I get advertised. If I write a check, if I donate, then, you know, there's something about my company, or me sitting here. But outside of that, there's nothing routine. Like we had, like, I don't know. I'd like to invest, if we're gonna invest in, you know, getting a bigger office, I'd like to have that include investing more into, you know, our members and the community, and like a little bit more consistency and what that looks like. If we are gonna level up in a way, can we level up all around? You know, that's just my piece.
Yeah, because in the past, we've tried newsletters, but, you know, then that kind of fell by the wayside, but
Yeah.
yeah.
All of it. I think
Whether we have
well,
newsletters, workshops, different things, yeah.
why can't we post this on multimedia, our members?
mhm.
Just to put them on a
Mhm.
thank you to the members of Washburn Life, and then have everybody. So
Well,
that way, they, you know,
Right.
and a lot
Or
of them
in
are
the
hiring.
newspaper.
You know, a lot of them hire, a lot of them have openings, a lot of them have specials, a lot of them have like all these things that are so simple to repost. Like when we did the golf thing, I went in and I made sure that we followed all of those people that like were members, because we hadn't followed any of them. There's just some little things that are kind of easy that I feel like we can do to step up our game if we're gonna step up our game that way. You know, that would be awesome if you guys could consider that.
And then I guess we can, you know, we should decide is that something Rhonda wants to take on, or should we have a different board member that's like a designated media person, or?
I feel like it's part of a paid position. I feel like it's part of a community
The
coordinator.
position isn't a paid position, I get a living allowance.
I feel like it's community coordination,
Yes.
right? Like
You
it's
keep saying I get paid. It's not a paid position. AmeriCorps gives me a living expense.
Do we
Okay.
pay for but we still contribute funds into it or no? Does Washburn Life contribute funds into it?
Washburn Life pays $750. So you take that by how many hours I have to put in. You guys pay me $1.11 an hour.
Okay, we're still spending $750
But,
a
okay, let's
year.
get back on the topic.
Yes, because I gotta
Is
go.
this something
Different.
that you could start doing more?
I've gone out and asked businesses, and there's, someone's like sales, they say, we don't have anything. So when I see something that they post on their Facebook page, I share it and I push it out there to what's happening in Washburn, what's up Washburn. But I can't promote things if they're not willing to give to me.
But
And a
maybe,
lot of them do have their own advertising and that.
but maybe push more member lists, member
'Cause-
highlights, some of that stuff.
I think it's across the
I've mentioned,
board.
putting on into the, newspaper, thanks for these ones, businesses for being members and.
Yeah, and I guess we could do that
But that costs money.
once or twice a year, but yeah, it costs
You
know,
have
money
to
versus.
spend money to make, promote.
yeah.
We gotta have, yeah, but we have free stuff that we can use on a consistent basis. And I guess I didn't mean to offend you, Rhonda, when I said paid position, so I apologize for that. I just feel like it's the person that answers our emails, it's the person who's our face, it's the person, it's that person who should be the person that, just has a little bit, we're all responsible for making that happen, or giving our ideas of hey, these are the 5 basic things that we need to make sure is happening. It falls on all of our shoulders to make that happen for her or give guidance to whoever's going to be doing that. Instead of good luck, figure it out, but be more about the community. So just
Well, one thing, just for an idea, is we have our Halloween
Candy caravan.
candy caravan. We should say, this is upcoming, this is, the date and time.
Yeah.
We wanna thank all of our members
And maybe we could
that support that.
highlight the members versus
Right,
non-members when we're having a list, put a star or a pumpkin by the people that are members or something
Right.
on the list of who's
yeah, and then
involved.
just,
to,
put out this list right here and say,
please support our
here,
members. Yeah.
here's our members that help support these
Yeah.
events.
I mean, you could pick one member a week to just highlight on Facebook, something super easy that doesn't have to be so difficult, but just something, I don't know how to implement that. Is that a committee? Is that something we put on the agenda? How do we implement that?
Well, we only got about 7 more minutes.
Yeah, but I'm just looking for how do we implement that? What do we do from here? I'm asking.
Is this on the agenda
Do I
to
put
talk
it?
about right now?
No. Do we
Okay.
put it on the agenda then? Is that something we should do
I mean, I think we could all
for
maybe,
next time?
Yeah, we
we
could
could do that.
Yeah.
come up with
Okay.
ideas for community engagement or something.
Yeah. Okay. An agenda item. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Community coordinator update. Do you have anything more, Rhonda?
As community coordinator, I attended the Washburn Park Board meeting. They have 2 board members that retired, so they're looking for 2 members. Donation jars have been placed at area businesses to help support their pool fund, or their, renovations. They are had 2 ladies come and talk about planting memorial trees down by the Riverside Ballpark in memory of Josh Harvey. The vendor show is November 29th, and so far I have 22 vendors. I'm still waiting on a lot of emails. And then Halloween movie night will be October 31st. And it's still in the planning stages. It'll be a movie. We haven't known with the times, but there will be a haunted hallway and scavenger hunt.
Crowell Trucking will be contributing, will be donating for that. all of the stuff that we do every year,
And-
because we won't be doing it this year. So, yeah, so Candy reached out and asked if she could use like the fog and all that stuff, so we'll be donating that
We had
for,
a few others that donated decorations. Taste of Washburn, I reserved the date, it's April 11th. Glasses, can't see. Okay, and then with AmeriCorps, I am doing my end of term exiting item requirements and attending those webinars. Candy Caravan is October 31st to 3:30 till 5. Emails to the businesses will be sent out soon and phone calls will start on October 1st. And then I received this email, actually the museum sent this email, I think it was supposed to be here, is the Resource Center is having their Purple Pumpkin Halloween party. And they're wondering if any business or organization would like to be involved by making a soup or chili. And they're doing something neat this year that everyone who makes a soup or chili will receive a purple soup ladle with the Clean Family Resource Center logo and name on it. It's a way of saying thank you, and we appreciate the support for not only this event but all year long. And if you're willing to participate, you can call or email Amber or call her at the Clean Family Resource Center. And then there is the EDND Fall Conference is October 7th to the 9th. I still haven't found they haven't settled an agenda yet, but it'll be held at the Minot State University and the Regency, the 2 locations. And registration is $225 plus mileage. So I don't know if we need to attend. I would like to attend, but don't need to. And then it's October 1st, the Rule on the Rise. Me and Donna will be attending this one. Are you attending for Washburn Life or? Yeah. Okay. That is end of it.
Well, yeah, the EDND, did we discuss that before, or? I think.
We probably did, but I said you had to wait to get to the agenda. But we won't have a meeting before then.
I would think you should go to it, but. Any other thoughts? It's Economic Development North Dakota.
Cool.
Their fall conference. And you've gone to that other years, haven't you?
Yeah, last year it was down in Bismarck. Cause I don't have it with me. They have it with the whole, like the hotels. One of them is, the deadline's like in September? Probably like September 9th. Probably past it, and the other one's, in the middle of September, and I'm like, we don't have an agenda out. How can, if you want to attend and get a motel room? Was it 2 days? They say, yeah.
Is there a fee to go to it
$225
per person?
Plus mileage and.
plus
hotel.
mileage. But I figured I could, possibly drive back for it.
So we're- Any thoughts on that? Motion for long run to attend?
Is that an annual thing?
They have one in the fall and they have one in the summer. And the summer one was Grand Forks, and it coincided with something else I couldn't attend.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to send Rhonda to that conference.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Anything else, Rhonda? Okay, open floor business updates. Did you have anything more? Or We've kind of been
Well,
kicking your brain as we go.
Yeah, we have the Twilight Tour coming up on the 20th, and that is a free event for the public, and so that will be from 7 to 8,
September.
of September, on the 20th of September, sorry. And then that will just be an after-hours tour of Fort Mandan. It's free to the public. We'll have coffee and jerky and cider and just hopefully have a good turnout.
Can we put Santa Day on the agenda too for next month, please?
Oh, yeah. Santa Day is December 6th at Memorial Hall.
No, it's not. We
We
said
made the motion,
we were gonna rotate them this last
We
year.
decided this year that we're just gonna do the Memorial Hall. We already, I think that passed at the last meeting.
How did that happen? We had already passed that at the one before prior where me and you were going back and forth.
I think it was kind of more of a budget thing this year. It doesn't mean that we can't do it next year, but we've already, I
It's
think we already.
offensive and sad.
a motion
Like
to
that
do that.
is absolutely offensive and sad. And the struggle is real. That was a motion for the last time though, and that needs to go back. That was a motion that we were gonna do the Memorial Hall that year. I gave in, right? Super flustered, and then we were going to be doing at the Interpretive Center the next year. We were supposed to work together on that. And if we're worried about funds, and then we're talking about all these other things that are going on, I don't understand how
Well,
that
we
even
can
happened.
discuss that at the next meeting.
Yeah.
Cause we're,
It was already a motion in place. I didn't realize I had to worry about that again.
because I already went and got the approval to get the fees waived and all that, and got them waived last night. So I already, mentioned that meeting last night, it was gonna be.
oh, that'll be a good topic at the next meeting. Get it resolved.
Any other discussion or business or I guess if there's nothing else, meeting is adjourned.
Great, thank you.
There's not received the letter about the purple thing.
For the sign, which one should I order?
Thank you.
That outdoor one?
Get that put up in the center too.
Do you have any other
What
flyers
do
you
you
want?
think, the outdoor
You can
one
send
or
it,
the
you can
one
just
that's
email it.
more,
Is this
the little one or the
we
big
can
one?
start throwing them
The
up
little
at the,
Yeah.
and the rest out for you guys.
With the
That
4
would be better.
pictures, let's get that ordered so we can get it up. Sounds good.
sure. Sounds good.
I have somewhere I prevented for one.
Well, if any others pop up, you can always just send it to me in an email and I can print it off at the site.
Oh, Michelle, did you wanna grab some?
Can I get your phone number?
Absolutely.
You got, summer sausage or chicken salad?
Yeah.
Sometimes like it works and sometimes
I'm
it
handing
doesn't.
the letter of resignation. I have a letter.
It didn't work.
I don't understand.